Hello everybody. A couple of days ago I discovered this thing called Anim8or, and really this is just a quick demo for anybody that's just starting, as I would have done a couple of days ago, and just to show you how to actually get into Anim8or and to start running it. I had actually tried Blender some time ago and I found Blender rather complex and I actually gave up on it, but this seems a bit simpler. Now, if you're not new to animations, you probably don't want to watch this video, so you might as well leave now. But if you're new to animations and you're new to Anim8or and you want to know where to start, then I'm going to try and show you what to do. And the three things you really need when you animate is you need some sort of background to create your scene. You need an object that moves around in front of the scene, and the actual movement itself. So those are the three things I'm going to show you. So, in Anim8or, you have this mode object where you can either create the objects or you can create the scene. So I'm currently going to go to scene at the moment, and in the settings we have the scene. We have here something called environment. So if you click on the environment, what this allows you to do, it allows you to create your background. And you can either create a solid background of a particular colour or you can load up an image, or you can have a panoramic view. So let's load up the panoramic image. So I'll load for the file. I'm just going to take this for now. You will need some JPEG images of the stuff that you need to put on various objects and backgrounds. So I'll OK that at the moment. If I go to view, you can do various views of what you're seeing here, front, back. I'm just going to go to all. You can see that this camera view, I've now got this as my background, and this is the plane. This is currently the ground level that I'm on at the moment. So I'm going to go to object, and I'm just going to create a basic. Let's just create a basic world. So I will select this circle here, and if I left click into the screen here and I drag, the bigger I drag, the bigger the object comes. If I want to move that, I need to click on this icon here and just move that there. Now, it's not very circular, so we want to make that a bit rounder. So if we go into build, you'll see you can subdivide the faces to make it rounder. But if you do it straight away, you'll find this doesn't work. I'll show you. If you go to subdivide faces, it says you have selected a sphere, but you must select a mesh to subdivide. So that's not a problem. All we do is we build and we convert to mesh. Then this time we're going to go back into build and subdivide the faces with no tension. It now becomes smoother, and we'll just do that once more. Okay, so we've now got a nice smooth round ball there. So now we want to create some sort of effect on there. Maybe it's going to be a moon or an Earth type planet or Mars type planet. So up here we have the materials, and if we click on materials, there's a box here called textures, and I'm going to put into the emissive here. This allows me to select a file, this little bit here. So I'll just select a file, and I'm going to go to load up the texture. And what should we do? Let's just try that. So that should put that on the ball. Now if I OK it, and I OK it again, and I OK it, you'll see that there's been nothing applied. The texture hasn't actually been applied to the ball. So what we need to do is we go in there, we go back to textures, and I'm also going to put it on the diffuse option. The ambient, diffuse and specular emissive, it's about light. You probably need to look at other YouTubes to get some information about the lights and the surface textures. But for diffuse, I'm just going to put the same image on there. Okay, and this time it's there. So when I apply it, hopefully it should come on here. So apply it. Yep, there we go. If I do a quick render, I can render the image. I'll just OK everything here. You can have a different background there if you want. So there's the image. I'll close this down. So let's go back to my scene mode, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to build, and that object that we just created we're going to put into our scene. So if I add object, and we select the object, you'll now see that here it is in there. Just use that to hopefully move it up a bit. So if I do a quick render, there's the object in the scene. Now I don't like this this ground plane here. I'm currently not sure how to actually put something on that itself, so I'm going to remove it. So if I go into settings, I go to environment, I'm going to take off this ground grid. It's disappeared. But as you can see, we have the front and possibly the top. We have at least have the front where it's underneath the panoramic image that we're seeing. So I need to lose that somehow. So the way I do that, possibly there's a different way of doing it, but if I go back to the environment, the panoramic angle here, I set the high, I just increase those. So I'll set that to -60, and I'll set the low to 60. Okay, that, and hopefully this bit of blue down here should disappear. There we go, it's gone now. So if I was to render that, there we have, that's the image with the background. So, how do we move it? How do we move that image? Well, I'm just going to go to view, and I shall go to camera for now. Now what I'm going to do, this here is the key to the frames down here where you select your movements. Now, currently got possibly about 72 there, I think it is. If I double click on here, yeah, I've got a length of 72. If I wanted to increase the length of my animation, I can just up that, so I'll make that 150, and you should see this here move along as it increases. There we go. So now what I want to do is I want to actually click on the object. So I select my object. I'm going to set the keyframe to 0. I'll just move this down here. Sorry, it recognised that. Let's put this here. Right, so say we start here, okay? Now after 1 second, I'm going to move up to there, so I'll set that frame to 1 second. And let's get a little bit confused here, never mind. So after 2 seconds, I'll set that to there, set that to 3, set that to 4, set that to 5, set that to 5.5, set this, and I'm just going to click this here, which should allow me to actually increase the size so it looks like it's nearer. Right, and I shall set that to 6. Turn that off, and I'm just going to play it, see what it looks like. Now, I want to render that to a file. So go into render. This time we have something called render movie because we've actually created a sequence. I'm going to go into render movie. I'm going to create an AVI file, and it says where do you want to create it, so I'll just select a file. So I'm just going to go here, I'll call it 3. Okay it. I'll OK it again. It's now starting to render the actual movement of the object. So it's basically that simple to actually create a really small, quick animation in Anim8or. I'm just going to go to the file and have a look at that. So if I go to this. should hopefully now have a video of the animation. So it's that simple. I personally find that simpler than Blender and quick and easy. It's only taken me 2 days to learn that. So hopefully if you're brand new to Anim8or, that should get you started. So thank you for watching, and I hope you found that helpful. Thank you.